First, we will do recap of the previous class, what we have done. So we'll spend 2 to 5 minutes there, and then we'll continue with our today's session. Okay. So we have started module 1 where we discuss about the project development life cycle. We discuss about the waterfall model. We discuss about the agile model. Okay. And we were going through detail of the agile model. So we have seen in project development life cycle, we have 5 pages. Okay. Starting from initiation phase, then we have planning phase, execution phase, control and monitoring phase, and project closure phase. Okay, and as I mentioned at the same time, in different places on internet and all or blogs and all, you will see different names. Okay, maybe they are different in name and different in number of page, but the objective is same, and you will able to see like name wise also it's very similar. Okay, so we have discussed about what we do in initiation phase. So key factor is here feasibility study and identifying the project characters. In planning phase, we identify what all things we need to do. Okay, then we create the team structure also. And in execution phase, everyone perform their goal, what is assigned to them. So developer, team lead, project manager, everyone will work here to achieve the goal and responsibility. And then we have sorry, control and monitoring phase. So here, like we do deployment, and then after that we need to do monitoring. If we have any production issue, we need to resolve it. So all those kind of things will happen in control and monitoring page. And at the last page, like in this page, like troubleshooting and other things will also be included. And last page, you need to give the handover. You need to give the KT. You need to assign like hand over all the documents and code and everything. Okay, so this is just a handover page. Okay, then we discuss about like one real life example also. That part we already completed. And we discuss about the project management methodology like waterfall model and agile model, where we discussed in waterfall model is top to bottom. Okay, so once you will complete any page, you cannot go back to that particular page. Okay, so that's why it's good for small project, but it's not good for big project. Okay, so if something will go wrong, then you need to start things from the scratch. Okay, so due to this reason, like if we have any complex project and all, then company don't prefer this waterfall model. But if it is small project, then this model is easy to understand and company do prefer this waterfall model. Okay. So we have seen this pros and cons and which scenario we should use this. In agile methodology, you can see we have a group of repeated tasks, which is known as sprint. Okay. And here in every phase, we have customer feedback to improve the quality of product. If something is not as per customer expectation, then we can fix it in next sprint. And here sprint duration is very small, so it's easy to like fulfill the customer requirement or feedback in shorter time. Okay. So we discuss about pros and cons and what kind of project is suitable. Like if you have any complex project, then it's suitable. And this release in this agile methodology is very shorter. Like you can say in every 2 sprint, or you can say every month you will have release. One thing you just need to swap back this and this. Okay, so this part I will update in PPT. So advantage like we have, that is flexibility, and it's a bit relatively more complex than waterfall model. But as I mentioned last time also, it's a relatively, but this agile methodology also very straightforward and simple. Okay. Then we discuss about the agile methodology framework. Okay, so this framework is nothing but it's a set of principles we do follow to achieve, to complete the project following the agile methodology. Okay, so we have two popular framework, that is Scrum and Kanban. So we started discussion of Scrum. So we will have detailed discussion on Scrum part. Okay, so let me start from this part. Scrum part we started yesterday, but let me explain it again. So what we do in Scrum, okay, in this frame, like this particular framework help agile project, okay, to structure the team and to structure the work. Okay, how it do? Since it has set of principle, and if you follow that set of principle, then it will help you to structure your team, to structure your project. Okay, so what all things are here? You need to know. So first thing we have seen in Scrum, we have repeated set of tasks. Okay, and each iteration we know as a sprint. So here you can see this part. So this is the iteration. Okay, this is the iteration, this iteration we are talking. We are talking about this iteration. Okay, or if you want, then you can see here also. So here you can see we have iteration. Okay, so once I will explain one iteration, then you will able to understand other iteration, since we will have repeated set of tasks there. Okay, so let's discuss one iteration in detail, how this iteration work in Scrum. Okay. So first thing we do here, we define the product backlog. Okay. So there will be product owner. Okay. And who is the product owner? They are representative of our client. Okay. They collect requirement from the client, and that's why they are known as product owner. Okay. So they collect requirement from client, and they will create the, like you will say, role wise it's a product owner who create the product backlog. Okay, so here you can see we have in product backlog we have multiple tasks: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, few tasks are smaller one, few are bigger one. They will have different priority and things. Okay, so whenever our sprint will start, so sprint will start from the sprint planning phase. Okay, so what do we do in sprint planning? We create the sprint goal and we create the sprint backlog. Okay, once we created the sprint goal and created sprint backlog, then it will go for development phase. Okay, in development phase, every day we will have daily scrum. Okay, this meeting should be 15 minutes or less. It should not be like 1 hour, 2 hour call. It should be 15 minutes and less. And here, mostly we highlight about what we did yesterday, what I will do today, and what is backlog. What is blocker. Okay. So those kind of discussion will happen. And here, who all will be involved? Product owner will be involved. Then Scrum Master will be involved, and developer team will be involved. Okay. Once this daily activity will happen, you will do continuous development and all. And then if any task is delivered, then it will be incremental. Okay, that task will come in increment backlog if you have delivered the task. Now there will be sprint review call where developer will demo the things what they have completed. Okay, so here demo things will happen, and then there will be customer feedback. Okay, and then we will have sprint retrospective call, if something is not completed and all, here we will have all the discussion, what went good, what went wrong, all those kind of discussion will happen. And if some task is not delivered, then it will move to backlog for next sprint. Okay, so in this way, like this is the one iteration. Okay, so let's say this iteration is for 2 weeks. For next 2 weeks, once this 2 weeks will complete, then again new sprint will be created with this 2 weeks, and then all this thing will happen again. Okay, so in Scrum, what we do, we have some values, principle, and practice we do follow to create a structured team and to manage our work. Okay. Now we will discuss about each component in detail. Okay. So these are the article, or you can say key component of Scrum, like sprint planning, ceremonies, backlog, sprint review, stand-up, Scrum Master, retrospective, role, Scrum of Scrum, Agile Scrum, then Scrum Matrix, Jira Confluence Scrum, difference between Agile and Scrum. Okay, these are different framework. Oh, sorry, different between Agile and Scrum. Okay, so Scrum is a framework. Okay, but what Agile is a methodology to deliver a project. Then backlog refinement guide. Okay, all those are the key article and components of any sprint. Oh, sorry, of any you can say Scrum framework. Okay, so we will discuss about those things one by one. So let's start with sprint. As I mentioned earlier also, what is sprint? Sprint is a iteration of our Scrum framework. Okay, so here you can see one iteration is this is a sprint 1. Then if we will have another iteration, that will be sprint 2. Okay, and what exactly we do in this sprint? We have discussed about the things. So here in sprint we have lots of things. Okay, like we identify the backlog, sprint backlog, then we have stand-up call, and all those things happen. Okay, so whenever you are designing any sprint, okay, where we are designing our sprint at the time of sprint planning call, that is the first call of your sprint. Okay, so let's say Monday your sprint is starting, so you will have first call, that is sprint planning call. So in that call, we do decide what will be sprint backlog and who will work on what part. So all those kind of discussion will happen. So whenever we are doing or designing the sprint, what all things you need to keep in mind? What all? Is anyone know shortcut? Like if I want to move back, every time I have to click here. Is there any shortcut here? Definitely there should be, but I cannot see here. Otherwise, generally they used to give keyword. Okay, no problem. So here First, we will discuss about the what all things we need to keep in mind, or what things you must need to do whenever you are designing this sprint. Okay. So first thing, teams must understand the sprint goal. Okay. So in sprint goal, what all things you are deciding, okay, we'll do this task. Okay. So team should understand the sprint goal. Okay. And they should focus on the sprint goal to make your sprint successful. Okay. Second thing is well-groomed backlog. Okay. What is backlog? As I mentioned, whatever task we have project backlog, and then we have sprint backlog. So whatever task is moving from the project backlog to sprint backlog, that must be groomed properly. Okay. Now you will say, who will groom this? Okay. So generally, product owner, since he is collecting requirement from the business, so he is responsible to groom the task to development team. Okay. If you are moving any task from project backlog to sprint backlog, that task must be groomed. Otherwise, you should not take that task. Then understanding of velocity, like you can say capacity also, how much manpower you have. Okay. Then what all leaves are there in that sprint, what all meetings you will have, like team will have. Since if there will be any leave, if there will be any meetings and all, then developer will not work at that time. Okay. And if you don't have enough capacity, and if you are doing overcommit, then what will happen? It will be overall failure of the sprint, since team hasn't delivered the task. Okay. So whenever these things will happen, if you find any risk, then you should highlight it. Okay. Do use the sprint planning meeting to flesh out intimate detail of the work. Then, okay. So whenever like you are starting the sprint, all the tasks should be storage, like must be storage for the task. If there is any defect, you must need to create the bug. Okay. So all those things must happen. Okay. Otherwise, how you will monitor what is assigned to you and what you are doing? So you can assign those things by using by creating story, by creating bugs and all. Okay. Then we have, if you think there is any task which has dependency and dependency is not resolved, okay, you should not take that kind of task. Okay. If you think whatever related dependencies are there and that dependency are already resolved and you have enough detail, then only you should commit or you should take that task. Otherwise, if your dependency is not resolved, then you will not able to complete that task. Okay. And whenever like decision and planning is done, then someone should capture all the information. Okay. So generally we maintain one kind of board. Okay. There we, like what Scrum Master will do after this sprint planning call. Okay. Scrum Master will capture all the detail in one place, and they do share all this detail through email or through common repository, you can say document repository. Okay. So there you will be able to identify all the sprint goal and everything. Whatever will be discussed in this call, okay, that will be captured by Scrum Master. Okay. And either it will be circulated through email, or they will maintain some document repository and it will be circulated through team. So later on, if someone want to review something, he can come and he can check there. Everyone, please go on mute. If you are not speaking, please be on mute. Okay. And if you find anything, okay, like which you cannot commit or there is any blocker or anything, you should immediately highlight that thing. Okay. So with time, team will try to resolve. If you have something committed and you have some blocker and all, then you should immediately highlight on your daily scrum call, and related team will see, like will try to fix those problem as soon as possible. So whatever we have committed or entire team has committed, we can achieve the goal of that particular sprint. Okay, so these are the different things which we have, which should do at the time of when we are planning for sprint. Okay, in sprint planning call, we should keep all this thing in mind. Okay, now we will discuss what all things we should not do. Okay, so first thing, there's we should not take too many tasks. We should not be overestimate. Okay, it's not about the you haven't completed and you will move it for next sprint. Okay, whenever we are working on Scrum, okay, whenever we are following this Scrum project like framework, then this is the methodology, you can say, or set of rule, you can say, where you should commit based on your capacity only. You should not do overcommit. Okay. So that gives confidence to everyone if you are delivering what you have committed. If every time you are doing overcommit and every time you are not delivering, so that will also impact in your performance, that will impact in your confidence. Okay, so never commit too many stories, never overestimate the task. Okay, then so you should not forget about the quality. Okay, whatever you are delivering, it must be quality product, and there should be like if means whenever we are planning for the sprint, we should think about the quality also. And if you find any technical debt means some kind of improvement. Okay, you did something and you found some improvement is there, so you can take that task as a tech debt item and you can do improvement there. Okay, so whenever you are planning for a sprint, you should not forget about all these things. Okay, so don't take large and unknown high risk work. Okay, let's say if you have one blocker, then you can connect with correlated, like related team. You can do regular follow-up and all, and you can resolve it. But if you have 3 4 tasks and all has different blocker, so you will not have that much capacity, you will not have that much bandwidth. Okay, so if you think there is high risk task, then you should not take too many high risk tasks. Okay, then breakdown storage. Do not be afraid of yeah. So first of all things, like whenever task we have, okay, so split that task into multiple storage. Okay, and if you have, let's say you have some plan and you have leave and all, okay, so you should not wait for last day. Okay, you should highlight whenever there will be related call, okay? So then you should highlight there and you should capture it as soon as possible. Okay, and you should not update like if there is in that particular sprint, we are planning to have this much task, and that's why I should not take leave. Okay, everyone has like their personal life also. Okay, and if you will do stressful work, okay, then definitely it will impact the project. Okay, so whatever leaves and holiday you have, you should go with that, but you should go in planned way. Okay, you should not like your sprint started, everything is planned, and next day you are saying I am going on 5-day leave. So what it will do, it will impact the sprint goal. Okay, but if you are informing 2 months prior, then whenever we are doing this sprint planning call, everyone is aware of about your leave. Okay, then Scrum Master or project manager, they will take task from that, they will move task from the project backlog to sprint backlog accordingly. But if you haven't informed due to like you are afraid, okay, what will be response and all, and you are taking something unexpectedly, then this will impact the sprint goal. But if you are informing on prior time and all, then what will happen at this time of sprint planning, based on the capacity, they will like definitely there will be priority of task. But if in any case enough resource is not there, then they have to deprioritize the task. Okay, there is no other solution, but that is much more better than you are taking something unexpected. Okay, everything is decided and then you are not available due to any reason, or you have committed but you have some personal things, due to that you are not able to complete the task. Okay, so we should not do this kind of activity. Okay, and if you have any concern about the velocity, then different kind of issue, and then dependency, okay, then all those things you should not like this, you should not keep with you only, you should highlight it. Okay, if you find anything within your team, outside your team, then you should highlight it, you should not keep it with you only. Okay, so what will happen, it will impact the sprint goal. So all these things are there which we should not, which we should not do. Okay, so now sorry. I think yeah, one slide is mismatch. Should be okay. So here we were discussing about the sprint planning. Okay. So when we are doing this sprint planning,
Ravi, I'm sorry, but there should be a clear option on the dashboard.
okay.
And then it should clear everything. You were asking earlier, right?
Yeah, no, I was asking about the how to move, like when I select any pane or anything, then I cannot go for next page and all. Okay, I must need to click 2-3 times and then only I can go to next and previous page of this slide. So I was checking if we have any shortcut. Okay. So yeah, that I will explore, I will check. And so like just now we did lots of discussion about the sprint. We should do this, we should not do this, what is sprint and all. And we do lots of things there. Okay. So how we capture and where we capture all these things. So we do capture all these things inside sprint planning call. Okay. At this page, you can see we have sprint planning call. So here only we define the sprint goal, we define the sprint backlog, and we should follow all the do or don'ts. Okay, this is the phase. And when it will happen, it will be first day of your sprint. Okay, so generally what we do here, based on the inputs from the product owner, okay, we decide who will do what, sorry, who will do, how we will do, and what we will do. Okay, and as a result, what will we will get outcomes. Okay. So what we will do here, product owner describe the objective goal. Okay, how we will do? So here entire team will work and they will plan how we will deliver the things. Okay, and then who will do? So based on the goals, what is defined by the project owner, or you can say product owner. Okay, like every team is responsible to identify the task and you need to deliver. Okay, so generally, like based on the goal defined by the product owner, Scrum Master will capture all those details at the time of sprint planning, and then like team lead will be responsible to create the task and distribute the task among the team, and he will be responsible for all kind of resolving the technical challenge and sharing all the technical details. Okay, so like that, who will do what, all things will be decided at the time of sprint planning. Okay, and these are the key factors. Then input. So at the time of starting point only, as I mentioned, this will be provided by product owner. So he will provide the input, and what you will do throughout the sprint, as a result, you will get output and you will get one release. Okay, once a sprint will complete, then you will get output as a release. And some task will be added into incremental backlog. Okay. So whatever we are discussing at this moment, these are the key term and terminology we use in our sprint. Okay. And one thing I thought like it should be earlier. So this product backlog. So here we have this product backlog and here we have sprint backlog. So now everyone should be clear. This product backlog is a set of tasks what product owner has identified should be completed throughout the project, and sprint backlog. Okay, so this is sprint backlog here, what you can see here. So what is this? So sprint backlog is a set of backlog or task which should be delivered in this particular sprint. Okay, so don't be confused on this two part. Now, at the time of this sprint meeting call, okay, who will be attending? Attendee will be development team, Scrum Master, and product owner. Okay, when it will happen? At the beginning of the sprint. Like let's say every Monday your sprint will start, so it will happen on Monday. Duration. So this meeting generally happens for 1 to 2 hours. Okay, 1 hour per week of iteration. Let's say in your iteration, if we have 3 weeks, Okay, then first Monday, second Monday, and third Monday, this meeting will happen. Okay, then process like here as we discuss lots of things, what we do in sprint planning call, what all things we identify, we already discussed about this. Okay, next we have sprint backlog, we already discussed. Daily stand up. Okay, so product goal or product backlog is already defined. Sprint planning is done. Sprint backlog is defined. Sprint goal is defined. Okay. Now our sprint started. So once our sprint will start daily, like every day on for 15 minutes, this daily scrum will happen. Okay. Or you can say daily stand up. So whenever we are saying what this daily stand up, it should not be 1 hour, 2 hour call on daily basis. It should be maximum 15-minute call. Okay. So here product owner and scrum master will be there, and everyone, all the team member will share about the what they have done yesterday, what they will do today, what is completed yesterday, what they will do today, and if there is any blocker, then you need to highlight that particular blocker. So that will happen in your daily scrum call or daily stand-up call. So in daily stand-up call, so again, we will have product owner in that meeting, scrum master will be there, and development team will be there. This must be less than 15 minutes. Okay. And you should try to make this meeting as short as possible. Okay. Once per day, and typically in the morning. Generally, what happened? We start at the morning of the day, but it depends. Okay. Let's say you are working in US based project and you are offshore team member. Okay. So your offshore means you have team in US and you are in India. So definitely client side, whenever they will have things, you can say they will take more preference. Okay. If you have your client in US, then they will do in their morning time and you have to do in your evening time. Generally, we have 9 to 6 working hour. Okay. So these people, they will not work, they will work from 9 to 6 only. You cannot expect these people will work from 12 to late night 9 p.m. Okay. If that kind of arrangement is there, where there should be some overlap in work, then generally it will come to here. Okay. And that this is the reality of the project. Okay. So if all the team members are in India only, let's say, then it will happen generally at sharp 9 or 9:30 and it will complete at 9:45. If you have team like where your client is from US and you are in India and your lead and other people are sitting in US, then generally this call will happen evening time. Okay. Maybe your 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. like that. This is just assumption. Okay. In that case, your working hour will not be from 9 to 6. Maybe it's from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 12 to 8 like that. Okay. If you are working on UK based project, then generally this kind of meeting will happen in afternoon time. Okay, maybe after your lunch time, maybe 2 p.m. Okay, so there is no fixed rule what time it will happen. Based on the set of people, they belongs to which region. Okay, so there will be one common time will be identified and it will happen at that time. Okay, so let's say if setup is like US and India, then you will, what will be your status here? It will not be like what you completed yesterday. So your status will be what you completed today and what task you are going to do tomorrow, and if you have any blocker. Okay, hope everyone clear in this part. And this is suitable for both Scrum and Kanban. Okay, anyhow, we are discussing about the Scrum. Kanban we will discuss soon, but this daily stand-up is for both Scrum and Kanban framework. Okay, everyone clear on this part? Okay, so far I covered lots of things. Let me know if anyone has any query or anything. Okay. Since all these things are mostly theoretical, but it should be easy to understand. And once you will work in project, you will get a real feel of all these things what we are discussing at this moment. So here we have discussed about the sprint planning, backlog, daily stand-up, Scrum Master, role kind of. Okay, so we have discussed about all these point. If anyone has any query or any question on this point, you can ask. Okay, looks like everyone clear. So let's move for next. Okay. Now we will discuss about the sprint review. When it will come in picture, sprint review. So here you can see. Oh, 1 minute. Okay. So here you can see sprint review will come in picture here. Okay. So how this sprint planning call we have at the starting of the sprint, same way we have sprint review call at the end of sprint. Okay, so generally what we do here, like there will be demo and all, and then product owner will give their feedback. Okay, if everything is as expected, so all these tasks will be moved for incremental backlog. Okay, and that will be released on that particular release date. Okay, so generally sprint review call will happen at the end of sprint. Again, it will be 1 to 2 hour call. Okay, and this will happen once in a iteration. So here you can see, like, again, attendee will be product owner, scrum master, and development team. at the end of the sprint, and typically it will be 45 minutes or 90 minutes like that. Okay, so you can say 1 hour to 2 hour will be there based on the team size and all. Okay, so this is again suitable for both Scrum and Agile framework. Okay, so generally what we do here, we showcase the work, and there will be feedback session. All those things will happen here. Okay, so this will be our sprint review call. I will try to show you all those things. Okay, so let me complete it theoretically first, and then we'll go on practical part. Okay, so in sprint review call, what we do demo and we give feedback. Okay, but after that we have retrospective call. Here we will discuss about what went good, what went wrong, what all are successful tasks, what all are unsuccessful tasks. Okay, so all those kind of discussion will happen in sprint retrospective call. Okay, and this will also happen once in a sprint. Okay, at the end of this sprint. Okay, so again, attendee will be product owner, scrum master, and development team. Okay, it will be 45 minutes. Okay, so generally, like in my current project, we are doing for like sprint wise. Okay, we are doing once in a sprint. Okay, and we do for 1 to 2 hours. Okay, then suitable for both Scrum and Kanban. Okay, and we already discussed about the like after feedback. What we do, we identify what went good, what went wrong, what all things we have successfully completed, all those kind of discussion we do here. Okay, and if something is not delivered, then that will move for product backlog. Okay, then here we will discuss about the key roles. So in any Scrum team, there will be 3 key roles. That will be, first one is product owner. So can anyone tell me what is the role of product owner? We discussed multiple times. Anyone want to explain? No? Okay. So product owner will be responsible to communicate with client. Okay. He will collect all the requirement, and then he will create the product backlog, and he will be responsible to groom that task and all. Okay. Once grooming is done, then we will discuss that task in planning call, and we will take in sprint backlog. Okay. So things will start from product owner. He is not client. Okay, product owner is not client. He is the representative of the client. Okay, who do connection and who do discuss all those things about the item and all. Okay, then we have Scrum Master. Okay, so his task is to manage that entire Scrum, or you can say sprint. Okay, he will be key person. Okay, who will like track all the tasks, goals. Okay, and then you can see here also few points we have maintained, like who maintain transparency between product owner team and development team. Okay, then he creates Scrum values. He removed the blockers and all. His responsibility to coordinate among all this team and remove all the blockers. Okay, so this particular person play very key role in our Scrum or Kanban like whenever we are going for agile project using this Scrum or Kanban, okay, then he play very critical role. Okay, so far we discuss lots of things about the Scrum. Okay, now we will discuss about the Kanban. Okay, so in Scrum we have seen we have many principles and things. We have many steps there. Okay, but in Kanban it's more on visual way. Okay, that is more on concepts, principles, and all. Scrum is more on principles, concepts, and all, but Kanban is more on visual way. Okay, so here it's not mandatory you should have one digital dashboard where you will capture all these things. Okay, you can capture detail on whiteboard also, on your wall also, in your office wall also, in your office window also. So here you can see there is one whiteboard, and there only they are managing everything. First, they are creating backlog, what all to-do items are there, and based on the capacity, things are moving from to-do to doing. Okay, when it's completed, then it will move to done. Okay, if there will be any backlog for any item, then it will move to backlog. Sorry, if any blocker is there, then it will move to blocker. Once blocker is resolved, then again it will move to doing. Okay, so here you can see using whiteboard, we are like team is maintaining the entire project planning. Okay, in visual way. Okay, so this Kanban is more on visual way. Here also we do uh, project planning or sprint planning, but we are doing it's more toward the visual way. Okay, there is no much difference. Okay, this is the major difference here. Okay, so we already discussed about the both. So here in Scrum, what we do, team commits the complementation of incremental work. Okay, and we have lots of stages and different kind of meetings here, and that is more on like we do capture things on digital board and we do things there. Okay, and we follow the principles and guidance and strategy provided by like what we have in Scrum. But this is more on visual way. We already discussed, and you have seen that like how like what I explained in last slide. Okay. So here we have like regular ceremonies. Okay. What we discuss, what all ceremonies we have. We have daily stand up. We have sprint retrospective. We have sprint review call. We have sprint planning call. Okay. These are the different ceremony we have inside this Scrum. Okay, but Kanban, like it's we don't have all this thing. We just every team member will get together in a place. They will capture things on visual way and they will do things. Okay, so both are framework to support the agile methodology. But yeah, if you will say which one is widely used, then Scrum is widely used. Okay, most of the project do follow this Scrum one. Okay. So we will see their dashboard also, how things will work. So this is the difference, like what we have already discussed. Okay. So whenever we are discussing about the Scrum, then this is more toward the software development and Kanban is more toward the manufacturing company and all. Okay. So here we have set up principles and all, ceremonies and all, and here we do things on visual way. Okay, then these are the common things what we have already discussed. Okay, here we have different roles. Here we don't have any role. Okay. Okay, so we have already discussed about all these things about Scrum, Kanban on theoretical way. Now let's move on practical part. Okay, so first what I will do, I will create one Atlassian Atlassian account, and I will show you how to create this Scrum board and how to create this Kanban board. Okay, and in Scrum board, I will show you how to create story like Jira story, how to comment there, how to give story point, how to assign task and all. Okay, to do all this practical work. Okay, what I need 2 to 3 active participants. Okay, so now what we will do, we will work as a Scrum team. Okay, I need 5 participants. Okay, so 5 people, you need to send your email address in chat. Okay, and I will create one account, and I will use that. I will create you people as a team, and then I will show you these things practically. Okay, so I need 5 email address. I think maximum I can add 5 only. So since we are going to use trial account, and there we have limitation to add 5 people only. Okay, so we'll create one Scrum team of 5 members. So everyone, like who all are interested to learn this practically, please share your email address in chat. Yeah, unfortunately, like we have limitation there. Maximum we can add 5 people. So nobody, like other people will see and they will understand the process. Okay, and I will take first 5 email address only. So I already received 3. Oh, sorry, 2 email address. I need 3 more email address. Whoever want to participate in this practical lab session, so please share your email address. Okay, so first thing what I will do here, I will create one Atlassian account. Okay, okay. So I'm trying to log in with my Gmail. So you people can also do same, create an account. You can use your email address and password also, but I directly, like they have capability, you can directly use your connected email and you can do registration and login. Okay, so here you can see we have lots of product. Okay, but what we want to use Jira software. Product discovery, okay, they have many things about the Jira service management. No, okay, we are going to use Jira software only. And I will show you Confluence also. That is also okay. So we will use free version. So get Jira free.
I think we cannot see your screen now.
I shared my browser. You cannot see.
It's frozen.
Okay, is it same for everyone?
Yes.
Right now I'm in the page
Yes.
where it's asking for work email.
It's
No, it is
frozen on
frozen.
Google.
Yeah, in
Probably.
Google.
I am sharing it again. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got it. Actually, I started another browser since that email I already used earlier, so I cannot use. So, okay. So what I did, let me try to do it again. So I went to login page. Okay. So here, when you will search for Atlassian login, then you will get this login with Atlassian account. Okay, click on this. And since I already used my email address, so I think this time they will move me directly. But there you will get option sign up, like create account. Okay, and there only it will ask you create account with your attached email address. So you can select that one and you will come to this place. Is it everyone is visible now? Like my page is visible now?
Yes.
Okay, and here you will able to see like it has lots of product like Jira software, Confluence, and other things are there. So we are going to use Jira software. Okay, it has Jira product discovery also, Jira service management also, but we are going to work Scrum and all, so that will come inside Jira software. Okay, I want to take it free, so get Jira free, and then I need to put my work email, so I will use same. And then click on, oh, it is there with continue with Gmail also, anything is fine. Okay, by default it will take, so let it take. Let's take this one. Okay, so let's say I am software developer, development manager, product tracking, then project planning, testing and quality assurance. Okay, and here you can see it's asking for Scrum and Kanban. Okay, so first we will learn about the Scrum part. So we'll select Scrum. And then click on next. Okay, name your project. So here we need to provide the project name. So let's say we are giving Mule DevOps. How familiar you are with Jira? So I'm familiar with Jira. Get started. Okay, so it's guiding me through all these things. Okay, so here you can see we have timelines. Okay, where we can create like timeline when things will start, when which thing will start where, when it will end. So those kind of things you can do here. Okay, so at the very beginning, I mentioned like at the time of sprint planning, we decide when development will start, when development will end, when testing will start, when it will end, when performance testing will start, PT will start, all those kind of things you can capture timeline here. Okay. Then we have backlog. Okay. So in this backlog, you can create the project backlog. Okay. And then you can say like a sprint backlog only. So you will have multiple, you can create multiple sprints here. And then we have board here where you can see all the task and all. Okay. So first thing what I will do, I will go to backlog and I will update this sprint. So let it be this name only, sprint name as a Scrum sprint 1. Duration, I will make it 2 weeks. Okay. Starting date, it will start on Monday. So tomorrow is Monday. So it will start tomorrow. What time it will start? It will start from 9 a.m. Okay. And then since it's a 2 weeks, so no need to provide end date, it will come automatically. Then sprint goal. Okay. Here you need to write the sprint goal. Okay. So for API team, development of like that. There will be then front end. Like that, there will be sprint goal will be decided. Okay. So this is the sprint name, sprint start date, end date, and sprint goal is decided. Now here you can create task or bug. Okay. So I'm creating one task here. Okay. Then like that, there will be multiple tasks. Okay. So here better you can create from here. Okay, you will get lots of options. Here also you can get like first you can create and then you can go and edit and you need to open it. Then you need to update this, but better to click on this create and you can do everything in one go. Okay, so This task is created and I need to fill all the detail. Before that, what I will do, first I need to add team members in our project. Okay. So far, I am the only member here. But what I will do, I will add team members and who has shared their email address. So we'll add. So first, thus. So to add your team member, what you need to do, okay. So here you can add team members. Role will be member. Okay, so Bas, can you check your email and can you accept the invitation? Then we have project role are not editable on the free plan. Okay, so this is free plan, so that's why it's not editable. Let it be. Okay, we can add many people in one go only. So let's do in one go. Then we have, so Shivani, you can also accept in your email if you have received anything. Then Simran Singh, and this one is okay. Then we have Chandra Reddy. Okay. I'm not sure how many we can add. I think it's a 5 only, but let's try. This is Shumapek. Okay. First, let me add these three since we think it will cross the limit. Okay, so far 5 people added. Let me try with next one. Okay, so everyone, like, can you check your email? Have you received any notification? Click on that and create your account and complete that part and let me know. Everyone, once you will done, put yes in chat so I will come to know all 6 of you have completed this. Okay, so Cherry has completed. What about others? Okay, Imran has completed. Vaishnavi completed. What about other people? Das, have you completed? Yes, so whatever email I added, check your email. If you have received any email, just accept that one. Okay. So I have seen like a few people already accepted. Then mostly they are part of this. So now I will go to backlog again. So here you can see, oh, unassigned. Still, okay, why those team member are not created here? Let me create it again. People are accepting my invitation. Can you do it quickly? Yes, so I can see now one person is here. Okay, hope everyone is here. Let me confirm it. Okay, now we have all these 7 to 8 member in our team. Okay, so let this page as it is. Let me create duplicate page. Okay, and in backlog, we have sprint 1. Okay, so one way I mentioned, like you can create, click on create issue and you can create here, and then you can go there and you can modify it. Okay, so what all things, whenever someone will create Jira story, what all things need to be captured here? So assignee, like who will work on this task. Okay, so let me assign this task to Salini, and then label. Okay, so you can do different kind of labeling to identify this task is related to which team, which functionality. Okay, so this task is for API team. So I will mention label as a API. Okay, and this task is related to onboarding feature. So I will mark it as a onboarding. Okay, so like this, you can give labeling and all. Okay, then parent. Okay, so if there is any parent task for this, then you can attach here. Then sprint, this is part of sprint 1. Story point. Generally, story point, anyone can give. Scrum, like who is creating the ticket. Let's say your lead is creating the ticket, or Scrum Master is creating the ticket, or you are creating the ticket. Okay. So anyone can give the story point. That story point should be based on the complexity of the task. But at the same time, it should be just like you can justify this, how much story point you are giving. Okay. If your task is very simple and you are giving 5 story points, so this someone can challenge you. Okay. So let's say this is about the YAML creation. Okay. So YAML creation will be very simple task. Okay. So you can give story point as a 1. Okay. Now coming to story point, it should be family series 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, like that. Okay. 13, then 18, like, or maybe 21, like that. Okay. So based on the complexity of the task, this story point will be given, then release. Okay. So that ops capability is not here. Let it be. So these are the some key, you can say action item is here. But if you want, you can configure it and you can customize it. You can add more things here. Okay. So if you go to configure it, you can drag and drop more things here. So assignee, label. So these are things are here. But if you want, timestamp here. Okay. So I added timestamp here. If you want, start date, end date, approver. Okay. Then change type, impact. Okay. So whatever you want, you can drag and drop here. And once done, save it. Okay. Now, if you go back, okay, you can see here timestamp, and you can capture the timestamp here. So lots of things are there, okay, which you can capture and which you can move here. Okay. Now coming to whenever you will start working on your story. Now story sprint planning is done, sprint backlog is created, and this task is created in this particular sprint backlog. Okay, no, sorry, this is not task, this is story. There will be task, and within that task, there will be multiple story. Okay, so task part I haven't created. If you want, you can create. So let's say you can create here task. Okay, so generally task will be created by product owner. Okay, summary. Okay. Now they will create the task and they will give the description and all. Okay, start date, end date, level, and other things. Once they will create this based on this task. Okay, since this task is moved for this particular sprint backlog, now to achieve this task as a API, like what all API you need to develop, what all ramels you need to do, all those things API team lead will do. At the same time, front-end team will be there. They need to work on different UI UX part. So they will create different story. Okay. And they will connect those story with this task. For API part also, whatever story will be created, those story will be connected with this task. Okay. So how you can connect things and all. So that actually in this board, they are keep adding many things and they are keep changing this board very, like they are keep changing very frequently. So now I need to search it. I think it should be, okay, link is. So should not be add parent. No epic has been created in this project. Create your first epic. This one watch. Okay. First connect with this sprint one. Okay. Now let's check. Okay. It should not be task, it should be epic. Okay. Let me try to change that one only. This dashboard is very different from what I am using at this moment. So it's taking time to search things. Okay, I cannot see to edit from task to epic. So let me delete it and let me create new one. So level wise, this will be for API team also, then front end team also, then data team will also work. Okay, so we are adding different level here. Other things we need to add, but let it be. Let's create simple one. Oh, I haven't added sprint. So let me add sprint as a. So once sprint planning call will happen, so this epic will move in from like a project backlog to sprint backlog. So okay, epic we cannot attach with sync. No problem. Now if you go to still it's no edit. Let me refresh this. Okay. So what we are doing here, we are connecting this task with this particular epic. Okay. So this particular task we are doing to complete this sprint goal. Okay. Which we need to complete in this particular sprint. Okay. So all those things you will do. And then once task is assigned to you as a developer, like at this moment I am doing, but as a developer, you need to go here and you need to change the status like in progress, done, okay, to do. So this kind of status you need to update based on the progress of the task. Since I started the development, I change it in progress. If I will have any comment, okay, let's say. So this time I am doing comment. I am the I created this particular. I am the reporter, and he's like Salni is assignee. Okay, so she is working on this, but I want to give some instruction through this. So I want to give her some instruction, and I want to make a note of that also. Then what I will do, I will go in comment section. So if I want to make any comment or not, so I can go to that particular ticket and I can, okay, I can comment here and I can tag also. Okay, let's say I want to tag someone. If you want to keep CC someone, let's say one person is there, I want to keep that person in CC. Okay, and whatever comment and things will happen, everyone will get notification on their email. Okay, so they will keep getting notification if there is any change on the ticket part. Okay, and as a developer, you must need to maintain the status of your task. Okay, and you can add like here you will get many things like story point is there, then task tracker will be there, how much you have completed and all. So all those things you can update here. Okay, in this way we maintain this Scrum dashboard. Everyone clear with this Scrum part? Everyone clear with this Scrum dashboard? Okay, looks fine. Then what I will do, we'll go to Kanban one. Here, projects, create project. Is this under software development? Software development and Kanban. Okay, in Kanban, we want to use the team managed, company managed, and team managed is there. So I want to use the team managed one. Okay. And then so here you can see in board directly we have create issue, in progress, and done. So here you can create. Okay. Okay. So you can create issue, then you can move it from here to in progress. Okay. And then you found like this task is done. So move it to done. Okay. So you can manage same thing on your whiteboard also, your window also, your door, like wall, wall also, or you can use this digital board also. Okay, anything is fine. So in Kanban, like it gives more real-time view of managing the task. But in sprint, you can see like we have more set of principles. Okay, like different kind of you can say meetings we have and different kind of terminology we have. But Kanban one is very simple one and it's more visual one. Okay. Here are like we have sprint one. So like that you can keep creating multiple sprint. And if you want to start this sprint, you need to click on this. Okay. To start this sprint. Okay. So this is just one sprint here. Okay. Once you will start, then only you will able to see things in board. Okay. Until unless you will not able to see here. And then let's say if you find some task you cannot deliver here at the time of sprint retrospective, it will move from this sprint to another sprint. Okay. So here you can create more sprint. Okay. And you will move task from there to here. Okay. So all those things you can do here and you can maintain on this Jira dashboard. You can manage both Scrum project and you can manage both other one that is Kanban one. Okay. Now you will say who will be responsible to create this sprint, board, task and all. As a developer, as a DevOps engineer, you are responsible. As a MuleSoft engineer, you are responsible. No. Okay. You are responsible to manage this. Once story will be created, then you need to keep maintain the status of the story. Okay. Your task will be only once story will be assigned to you. Now everything is ready for you. And now what task you are doing on this story, everything should capture here. Okay. Whatever I created so far, account creation, project creation, then Scrum creation, Kanban creation, you are not responsible and you will never do that one. Okay. As a DevOps engineer also, MuleSoft engineer also, Salesforce engineer also, you are not responsible. Only once this story is created, now you are responsible to give a story point. If you want, you can add label. You can comment here. You need to change the status here accordingly, like once based on the progress of the task. Here you can see at this moment only 2 status is there, to do, in progress, and done. But generally project maintain more status. So you can go to workflow and you can change there. Again, you don't like, sorry, as a developer, you don't need to do. That will be task of Scrum Master. If he want to create different workflow, then he need to create. Okay. So only thing you need to change the status from in progress. And if you have completed this task, mark it done. So this kind of activity you need to do. Either you can open the task, you can do things here, or if you want to change the status and all, directly you can go to board. Okay, you will able to see active sprint here, and you can do things here directly, changing the status. But other things, if you want to do, you need to open and you need to do. Okay, here we have different kind of filters also. Okay, you can filter task based on the developer, you can filter based on the epic, you can filter based on the label, and you can create more filters also. There should be somewhere you can add more filters here. Okay, and once retrospective call is done, then Scrum Master will be responsible to complete this sprint. Okay. Okay, this sprint is done, but yeah, before completing, he will check all task is done or not. If not done, then he will move it into backlog. Okay, so this is the project backlog and this is the sprint backlog. Okay, first sprint is completed. You cannot see in this backlog things. So you can see now sprint 2 only. Okay, this is the sprint backlog. Okay, and this is the project backlog where sprint name is not there. So all tasks which will be all epic task and things will be created in backlog first, and then it will move in particular sprint at the time of sprint planning call. Okay, so I think we are done with our session. If anyone has any query, you can ask. Otherwise, we are good to end our session. And one announcement I want to do, actually, I haven't took confirmation from other member. Like as I mentioned, this DevOps part, I will work with other team member, but mostly he should be agree. But still, let me do announcement. So what we are going to do from now onward, like from next class onward, at the end of the class, we will have 5 question, like maybe objective or subjective, whatever question will be there. Okay, and whoever will answer, like that will be calculated throughout the course. Okay, and whoever will collect the more points in that, so he will get his fee refund. Okay, so whatever fee you will pay for this course, only one person will get entire fee refund, and that will be based on the like set of question what we will ask at the end. So there will be 5 question, and whoever will answer all those 5 question in lesser time will be winner for that particular day. Okay, and we will keep calculating for everyone, and at the end of the course, yeah, whoever will be on top will refund entire fee for one person only. Okay, so and any other feedback if from anyone? So like we have done lots of things till this point. If you have any feedback about the class and all, maybe you can share with me. And meanwhile, let me stop the recording also.